your legs behind your head, isn't it? And this is halasana. Halasana, when you do, there is a very nice movement, not only in your lower back, but also your upper back and as well as the neck. You give a proper curve, not only the lower back, but it also some stretch you felt in the upper back also. So when I say what you do with this, how you make advancement of the halasana, then there is a mudra named Pashini Mudra. Might be Jyoti will teach you the Pashini Mudra if she didn't. I don't know. Jyoti, did you taught the Pashini Mudra?
During the teacher trainings and all, we are teaching Guruji, but for normal classes, no, we are not doing any of the mudras, especially the advanced mudras and all.
Okay. So
Normal classes, because it's a physical class, it's just the asanas classes. So yeah,
even
but when we are doing the teacher trainings and all that, the time we are.
yeah. So when you go to advancement of halasana, means when you want to do some more advance with the halasana, what you do is you practice the Pashini Mudra. Pashini Mudra is really very advanced movement with the halasana. What you do actually in halasana, you keep your knees near your ear. Means you slightly make your back little straight, perpendicular to the ground in the halasana, in the posture of halasana. You can see the in a Google also, and then you try to touch your knees toward the ears and wrap your hands behind your thighs in your back. So it is little difficult halasana, but when I talk about the Pashani Mudra, then it doesn't mean I want more stretches in your back. I want more movements in your upper back. No, it's a more if you go through the how why what we do in a Paschimottanas in a Pashini Mudra. Sorry, in a Pashini Mudra we activate the Vishuddhi Chakra. In halasana, actually, whole effect of asana is not work on Vishuddhi chakra, but when we do the Pashini mudra, then whole effect. Vishuddhi chakra means the fifth chakra, the throat chakra. This is called the Vishuddhi chakra. So the whole effect goes on the Vishuddhi chakra. Then we try to activate the Vishuddhi chakra in the Pashini mudra. So what I want to say, the real, what is advance asana, what is advancement in asana, how you progress in asana. As a teacher, a yoga teacher in South Korea, when I was teaching, the all my students in South Korea, they're very perfect. Their body is like, rubber band. Means they can move their body anyway, any around. I always surprise what next I teach. What next I teach, because they very quickly, and not when I'm talking, it's not only like 20s or 30s years of old students, even those who are in 50s and 60s, they are bending their body in such a way. I really surprise what you eat, dear. How you survive. But they can do it, and I always think about what I should teach next, because they can do any movement, whatever I say, okay, move your hand there and there, do this, that, and they do all. What is next? Then I say, okay, let me teach them little advancement according to classical text. Then I say, okay, sit in any posture, whatever you want. It may be Padmasana, it may be Matsyendra Asana. So I say, okay, and hold this posture for half an hour. Well, so here they start feeling the problem, because you can move your body in a certain posture, of course, but when I say wait, hold here for 2 3 minutes, 5 minutes, breathe in and breathe out, just rest in this posture, don't hurry to come out, just hold the final posture for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. That class, they really say, oh, you took very advanced class, sir. Yes, this could be an advanced class when you really hold the posture. I just said, okay, hold the posture. I know you can do Padmasana very well, but hold the Padmasana for 30 minutes. Don't worry. Just be relaxed in this posture. Take deep breath in and out. those parts of body really got stretched, really got strained, just hold there, feel those strain and stretch, mentally relax those muscles. And yes, when you mentally relax those muscles, possibilities are there. You feel muscles also loosen up. Yes, if you feel very tightened, suppose you are doing Paschimottanasana and the back of your thighs really get tightened up, always it happens. The back side of your knee, back side of your thigh, it really stretched up. Do one thing when you do Paschimottanasana, just mentally say, relax my thighs, relax, relax my knees, relax. Just start saying this and focus on your back of the knees, focus on your back of the thighs, and just mentally start chanting these lines. Relax my thighs, relax my knees, relax, and focus on those stretching points. You will surprise in 2 3 minutes, it will start loosen up automatic, naturally, because your body follows your mind. Yes, even it looks very difficult. How come? There is no scope, there is no scope of loosen up, it's all tightened. But when you continuous message them by your mind, by holding the final posture and messaging from your mind to that part of the body which is strained up, which is stretched up, just you just asking, okay, please relax, don't worry, relax, chill, relax, then you'll feel okay, it start little loosen up. And this will give you a scope to bend little more forward. It will give you a little more space where you can little do some more art on it. So so this is how we actually move in an advancement. So what I want to say, when we talk about the advanced yoga, is always not really more and more physical torture. It is actually some art hidden inside us, hidden in terms of prana, the energy, hidden in terms of pranic channels, hidden in terms of many dimensions of energies and consciousness, many type of interplay between the consciousness and the energy that is hidden. We don't know. We can open the knots, we can explore it in different ways when we go to the advancements of those practices. So when we make teachers training courses or this type of retreats which we are talking about on the May, in a starting of May, which we are planning, so we are not actually just following what you learn in Dubai, but we also talk about how to make little advancement, how you can learn some art more than that what you do with your physical exercises. Here again I remind you, I'm not going to torture you with your more and more movements, but yes, I will teach you some art where you can open up the hidden meaning, the hidden art or hidden or sacred meanings and sacred arts which you can explore during the practices. That is what the meaning is. Many of people, they do asana and breathing exercises, but have very little aware of meditations. And I'm telling you, yoga is nothing without meditation. Yoga means meditation. Yoga means meditation. In Yoga Sutra, yoga is not explained only with the asana or the breathing exercise. The one liner definition of yoga is a meditation. In Sanskrit, we say samadhi. Since samadhi has not really a proper English, so I don't know what is the exact English translation of samadhi, but you can say, just in a common layman language, I am talking about the meditation. Yes, it is meditation. Yoga is a meditation. We start a communication with our body. You know, when we communicate with your body, yeah, with your own body, then it is called asana. Asana means this is a non-verbal communication between you and the body. You try to know the limitations of the body, because when you bend forward at a limit or cross the limit, your body say, okay, okay, stop, stop, don't do more. your muscles start crying and say, okay, please stop, don't do more. Actually, what you are doing is you are communicating with your body. When you touch your limitations, when you touch your boundaries, you feel something there. This is what is, we say, the communication with the body. And later on you will be surprised that there are some more communication. It is just not only when you stretch it, when you strain it, then it communicates. There are many other methods of communication with the body also. Yes, you can talk with your cells, your tissues, your organs, and many other physiological communications. Your physiology can communicate. Your body has so many signals. In terms of science, we say electromagnetic waves. Our body many times work with lot many electromagnetic waves, not only the neuron functions of the brain, but also in different parts of the body. They function with that electromagnetic field. And when you do asana, you sometime ionize your energy. There is a term ion, ion, means you make your energy in a charge, positive charge and negative charge. Yes, you make your body in a such a way, some part of your energy get positive charged and some of the get the negative charge, and some are neutral. So just like electricity, plus minus and neutral, and you create this charge inside your body. We say in our terms, we ionized our energy. We ionized our energy when we do asana. And what happens when your body, the energy of the vital energy, the prana, get ionized? It start moving like negative to positive, just like electricity moves. That energy also starts moving from negative to positive, negative ions to positive ions. This is a common movement of electricity. Like that, our energy particles also start moving in a such electrical way. And very surprisingly, I'm going to today reveal this secret. They make a geometrical shape. Every asana creates a geometrical shape called yantra. Called yantra. So every asana has a specific yantra. And when you perform that posture, actually you are creating a yantra. Yantra means a geometrical picture, a geometrical figure inside you, which has, it may be sometimes triangle, sometimes rectangle, sometimes a complex with the many triangles and rectangles. So you create such mandala or yantra inside you while doing the asana. And when you come to know about all these, and then you understand what I mean, a communication, a non-verbal communication. When I say, when you do communicate with your body while doing asana, actually you are making a non-verbal communication with your body. Yes, not only with the body. When you do pranayama, that means the breath practices, breathing practices, then also you communicate yourself with the prana. When you do pratyahara, might be Iyana not really deep study on pratyahara. Do you have studied about the pratyahara in a yoga class, Iyana?
No.
No. Okay. Just like asana and pranayama, there is also a practice called pratyahara. That is again similar and important limb of yoga. There are 8 limbs of yoga, and one limb is pratyahara, and many few teachers only talk about pratyahara. That is, but it is equally important like the asana. So pratyahara is a practice with the senses, with the thoughts. So it is not
Mm.
meditation. I'm not talking about the meditation. It is not meditation. It is the pratyahara. We work with our senses. We
It's a
work our,
thought.
yeah,
Told
with the
us about it.
thoughts. Yeah. So similarly, there are many, just like asanas are hundreds in numbers, like pratyahara also there are hundreds of pratyahara. many pratyahara, and we do varieties of pratyahara to just like you do with your body in asana, you do something pranayama with your breath, pratyahara with the senses. We hard work with the senses, and we try to communicate with a non-verbal communication with the senses again. So it's a non-verbal communication, like pranayama, non-verbal communication with the breath. You may ask how, okay, body you understood, how could a person talk with the breath? How could, how come a person talk with the breath? But yes, you can talk with your breath. The breath, one single breath gives 52 informations about yourself. One single breath. And it's not, I'm talking about it. The text called Swara Yoga, the text called Swara Yoga talked about it. You can get many varieties of books on it. They talk about how you can communicate with the breath. The possibilities are there. You can communicate with the breath. Similarly, you can communicate with the senses. We say there are 5 senses. You can smell, you can taste, you can feel the sounds, touch, and the vision. But not only the 5, these 5 make 25. With all permutations and combinations, it makes many. And when you start communicating with it, you need a proper art of doing this. That is what the pratyahar is. So pratyahar is a non-verbal communication with your senses. And yoga not stops here. Means it is not only we have asana, pranayama and pratyahara. It is only 3. There is a 4th one also, that is called dharana. Again, this limb is again similar, or you can say more important than all others. In all other 3, we say dharana is more important. It is much closer to the real meaning of yoga, or real aim of yoga, real goal of yoga, dharana. So in dharana, there are again hundreds of practice. In Bhairav Sutra, there are 112 dharana practices. In Kundalini Yoga, there are more than 500 dharana practices. And in Hat Ratnavali, there is a book of Hatha Yoga called Hat Ratnavali. It talks about millions of dharana. They not explain one by one, just stated that there are millions of dharana. So that means there could be hundreds of the practice. And what is dharana again? We talked about, okay, body, breath, energy, talked about mind, thoughts. What left? Do you know what left? I'm not talking about the soul. We don't know the soul. I'm not talking about what left. What left in your existence? You know, there is a term called consciousness.
Consciousness.
Consciousness. In science, normally we say consciousness is a part of the mind. Consciousness roles like cognitive areas, inferences. We cognify the things. Okay, we infer, or we take decisions, or sometimes we precognize, sometimes we just imagine. So it is not just a thought, it is more than the thought. So it could be the role of consciousness. So they say overall there is a mind, and there is a part of mind is called consciousness. But in yoga, they reveal it. Consciousness is not so small and subtle that it is a part of mind, but just opposite. Mind is a part of consciousness. Consciousness is so huge term, so huge role in our society, not in our mind or human mind only. They talked about, the yoga talked about, we are like fishes in an ocean, the ocean of consciousness. There is a consciousness, and we human or other living creatures are the fish in that ocean. So consciousness is a collective, you can say collective mind or something, where we are somewhere inside that consciousness. So consciousness is a very broad term. And if you go to the Oxford Dictionary, you will find 11 different meanings of consciousness. 11. From 18th century to 20th century, in 200 years, there are 20 psychologists given the different definitions of consciousness. But nobody get very close to the consciousness. It has so big term. Even nowadays, we have a lot of discussions, a lot of experiments on human consciousness. We need to explore more. We don't know about human consciousness more than 6% or 7%. We just know only 6 or 7% of consciousness. Rest we don't know. We are just guessing it could be like this. As a psychologist, I am saying this. We don't know what exactly the human consciousness is, but yoga says it is a huge term. So when we do dharana, actually we work with this consciousness. We start working on this consciousness. So this is equally important. So we communicate with consciousness. And how we can get it? Lord Buddha said, okay, by becoming a mindful, to develop the mindfulness inside us. How we get this mindfulness? We talk about mindfulness, but what is mindfulness? How we get this mindfulness? Actually, Lord Buddha is talking about the consciousness. And we get this consciousness only when we concentrate, when we focus. And when we focus, we develop a lot of energy inside. Just like a magnifying glass, you remember? You put a magnifying glass in front of the sun and you can burn a paper under it, isn't it? If you just put magnifying glass over a paper and sunlight comes and focuses at one point, the focal point goes on the paper and paper burns out. Means you concentrate your energy at one point. And when you do it, then a huge, enormous energy you create inside. And what the same thing we do in a dharana. When we concentrate, it's like a magnifying glass and we focus in one point. The focusing is not important. Important is the burning of that paper, means the energy revealed after that. When we concentrate, a strange and enormous energy developed inside us. How we use this is different term. How we use those energies is very different part. But yes, enormous energy develop inside us. And that communication, when we do that, we start communicating with these energies, these enormous energies. That is what the dharana is. So this is what, when I say, if you go to advanced yoga, again, it doesn't mean you work with the physical body only. You work with your breath, you work with your senses, you work with your thoughts, you work with your consciousness. This is 4 very important limbs in yoga where you practice. And other, all are other are the results. One more. The first is yama, that is the principles. Second is niyama, that is the rules and regulations. So first one is, again, you can say the principles are the results. When you go through all these 4 practice with the rules and regulations, with the niyama. Second is the niyama. So all these 4 practices, when you follow through the niyama, the rules and regulations, the second limb, then you get the results. What the 3 is: last 2 and yama, first one. Last 2 is what? The meditation, dhyan, and the samadhi, the realization. So these are the results. Practice is 4: asana, pranayama, pratyahar, and the dharana. And the rules, all regulations are there in the second one. that is called niyama. Niyama is the rules and regulations. And when you do all these four with the rules and regulations, niyama, then what is the result? Result, we get the sixth and seventh limb of Ashtanga Yoga. Sixth and seventh limb is dhyan and samadhi. These are the results. We get the results. And what happened? We get some principles. Principles cannot be achieved forcefully. Means if I say there are five principles stated by the Patanjali, that okay, non-violence, we talked about the truthfulness, satya ahimsa aste, aparigraha brahmacharya. These are the principles of life. When we talk about the principles, it is not we need to purposely follow it. Principles doesn't mean that we have to purposely follow it, but it is the direction. It gives you a direction only, in which direction you have to walk. So when you practice hatha yoga, they don't really too much with the yama. They just don't talk a lot about the yama. They more focus on the rules and regulations and the practices. When you follow the rules and regulations, you do the practice, then you are in the right path. You have a good direction. You get the yama. You get the principles of life. So hatha yoga not bother too much on yama. They focus on practice. So let's practice. So instead of Ashtanga yoga, in hatha there is Sadanga yoga, 6 limbs of yoga. 7 limbs of yoga talked by Gheranda Rishi. In Gheranda Samhita, there is a book called Gheranda Samhita. So they not too much with the yama, because yama is so broad term. How can we get complete non-violence? How can we get a complete truth, absolute truth? No one. Nowadays society is very complex. We cannot achieve a complete non-violence or complete truthfulness, complete celibacy. It is very difficult. So instead of these, we just start practicing with the rules and regulations. And when we do it, then our life automatic follow the basic principle. Life follows through the meditations and the realizations. So this is what the advancement of yoga is. So I want you all to learn all these 4 practices, the asana, pranayama, pratyahara and dharana. These 4 practices together. Then you say you are doing advanced practice. Because then you can get a complete meaning of yoga. And you know how WHO explain the health? They say when you are physically healthy, mentally healthy, socially healthy, and he added the spiritually healthy. Yes, not only physically healthy, if you are spiritually healthy. So the health consists of all, not only the physical things only, all other areas must be healthy. Then you can say, yes, you are perfect and healthy. If suppose your physical body is good, but there is anarchy in your mind, there is chaos in your thoughts, then we cannot say you are healthy. You cannot say yourself you are healthy. You will just destroy the things. So equally, the mind or your emotions are equally important. This is a part of your existence. And when you say yoga, yoga is not only for the physical body. We equally focus on your emotions. We equally focus on your mind, your thoughts, your senses. Are you getting? So what I want from today, I thought I could give you a meditation, but unfortunately people are not here. So I am not going to practice meditation today. If people come, then I decided earlier to practice the color meditation, because the colors represents your emotions. And when you focus on the colors, you will feel you have a control on those emotions. Suppose when you say the red color, or when you say the green color, yellow color, these colors, when you focus, you are not only focusing on the colors, you will feel something happen to your emotions also. So colors resemble your emotions. And sometimes when you focus inside, you find some colors. It may be because of similar type of relevant emotions inside you. If somebody is very angry, and if he can go inward and see what is going on, what colors are there inside the head, he will see the red color. Yes, red color. See, their colors, it not only the outside of the nature. Color is something which is inside. And you know, a man from US who got the Nobel Award in 1972, he discovered varieties of colors. Before that, whole world don't know those colors, and somebody asked question, how come you know about these colors? And he said that he got only when he went in a very deep inside. He not thought those colors, because in thoughts you cannot imagine if there is a no memory of those things. You can imagine only if there is a little memory of such things is there inside your mind. If no memory, you cannot imagine. Yes, you cannot imagine if anything is not in your memory. If I ask Iana, can you think about our defense minister of India? No, he don't. She don't know. She never seen it. She don't remember. There is no memory of defense minister in her mind. How can he imagine it? Imagination needs certain type of memory. But that man discovered so many colors, and he said that these colors he found when he went inside in a meditation. When he went very deep in meditation, he found varieties of colors. And every practitioner, every yoga practitioners, they found varieties of colors inside, because colors are inside. Whatever we found outside, actually it is somewhere inside us. And the shadow comes outside, we look outside, those things we look at outside. So colors are one of them. Colors always are there inside. So sometimes if you close your eyes and you found some strong colors at the moment coming in your mind, that means certain type of emotions are running at this moment in your mind, and that color relates with that emotions. So there is a connection of what colors in this moment in your mind. Have you seen some people are really very fond of some colors when they choose the clothes? Yes, maybe some people are very choosy and they find a blue color dress only, or white color, or certain type of colors. It shows certain characteristics, certain personality inside them. People want a certain type of color combination in their wall, and it makes sense what type of people he or she is. So today actually I wanted to give you a proper insight on it, proper meditation on it, but it is good if I can see all together in online to you. Recording meditation is useless, I'm sorry, but it not make any sense if it is recorded. So the best one is when you just in front of me, person to person. So then there is a communication between you and me, the teacher and the students. Then it is very good communication. And 10% it comes in our online classes also. 10%, not 90% somehow not works here. Online at least 10%. But if you do the meditation with the recordings, then 0.001%. It's almost useless. So that's why if people are here, then maybe my 10% communication can go with them. So it is good next time if you all come together and we do some nice practices. And according to timetable, I really appreciate if Falguni can send you today or tomorrow whole uh, details of our program of Sundays and these next 5 Sundays together. And then we will talk on it, we do practices on it. If you have further questions, we can just go through all those questions. So I am done now. From your side, if you want any question, then we will finish this session today.
Yeah. Can I ask?
Yep.
Yeah, Guruji. Yeah, you were talking about the advanced yoga. As we know that when we hold the posture longer, okay, but sometimes like Padmasana, people have the injuries and have some problems of bending the knees, but they want to really achieve the Padmasana. So in that case, we cannot let them to hold the posture for longer time. So in that case, what we should do?
Yes. Nice question. This question should know by to the teachers, because teachers have to face these issues. There are so many alternatives of cross leg postures. So if you go
Yeah,
through just like Siddhasana, just like gentle Bhadrasana, है ना? Just like
yeah,
Vajrasana, there are
that
varieties,
I know that we can give the modifications of the postures.
modifications.
But when it
Yes,
yeah, but when like a person can do the Padmasana, okay, but after some time it starts have a pain. Already they have a pain on the knee, okay, but they want to achieve that posture. But for the longer time, is it good to hold for longer time with that pain, or we should just release the posture at that time with the
no,
injuries? I'm just
no, no,
concerned
no,
about,
no,
like, same is like the halasana, the people who have the issues with the back. So we don't recommend them to do the, especially with the bulging disc and herniated disc and all, we don't recommend to do the halasana. So in that certain moments, if it let them to hold the posture longer time, so it will give them some more, the problems.
injuries.
So in
Yes,
that case, what you
one
suggest?
one thing you always remember: there is a two type of pain when we do the postures. One is called sweet pain, and one is called acute pain. I
Exactly.
always want to talk on it. So, sweet pain is, yes, there is a pain, but after some time the pain will go. Means if you are really a beginner, then you start yoga practices. Maybe the first day you get some stretchings, and then couple of days, 2 3 4 days, you have little pain, and then next when you start, then you will not get those pain. Or if you are a little bit regular in the practices, then when you do the practice, at that time you have the pain of the stretch, the pain of that strain, but not acute, not pinching, not you
Mhm.
feel, oh, it's too much. Your body start talking. Means what I'm saying, listen to your body. Body communicates
Yeah.
everything to you. This body will start saying, oh please just leave me. So at that moment when there is acute or pinching pain, you know, I have no real correct word to say what exactly the difference borderline of pinching and sweet, but there is a pain, you can bear it, okay, relax, it is because of the stretching. And one is pinching, oh no, please come out. It comes from your body, oh please come out, I cannot do. So don't do that. If your body just go to reverse and just say it's too much, please stop it. Listen your body, don't
Mhm.
torture your body. And it's yoga is not torturing the body. Don't worry that you have to get perfection in 1 month, 2 month, 3 month. It's a body nature. Sometime the body takes months to get that posture. Some type of body very quickly learn the asana, and also some type of the body they learn forward bending very easily, but backward bending very difficult, or vice versa. Some people get backward bending very nicely, but if I say do the forward bending, then it is difficult. So it's depend on personalities, you know. Just I give you one more example here. If don't take it otherwise, I'm sorry. If somebody is very egoistic or egomaniac or egocentric, it is hard to bend forward. Please don't take otherwise. If you teach the forward bending to the leaders, Neta, if you ministers, it's very hard for them because they possess the ego. And for egoistic person, really hard to bend forward. It makes a psychology sense, it senses the psychology also. And those who are running away from the situations, they always run away from the situations, they have very difficult in backward bending. Backward bending means you are a fighter. You can learn, you can fight with the situations. You are ready with the fighting with the situation. And those who are the losers, who are frightened people, darpok, they fright, they fly, just they, when there is start some difficult situation, they just run away. Those people can't do the backward bending postures. So there are some different types of the body, and different types of body, they react in different postures. So as a teacher, don't give him or her a time of like 3 months, 2 months. Okay, you have to get asana, and asana can take 1 year also. For me also, some of asana I learned in 1 year. I give an example. When I was young and I was practiced the Vrishchikasana, I took 1 year to learn the Vrishchikasana. Every time, whenever I stand on on my hand, I fall down. And my teacher was so calm. He said, "Don't worry. You take whole life to learn the Vrishchikasana. Don't worry. Don't be very hurry to learn the posture. It's not so important to get the final posture or get the perfection. Every day you are regular and sincere, you are practicing little bit, even not perfect. That makes sense. That makes a yantra inside you. That's all. The aim of asana to make yantra inside, to make the pranic yantra, pranic geometrical figure inside. And if you are doing, that is enough. Don't worry for the perfect posture. So we brought up with this teaching. So even me, when I see a person cannot do certain posture, I always say, don't worry, just do every day. Be regular, be sincere, and do every day. That's all. Don't be. So what I mean to say, Jyoti, all these things, don't do any practice when there is acute pain. Never ever. Never ever do or teach any people who have a pinching pain or acute pain. Even, you have to increase the padmasana. For now you are doing especially after 20 minutes of padmasana, those who are regular practicing padmasana, I'm not talking for the beginners, those who are regular practicing padmasana, after 20 minutes it start real pain. So 20 minutes, okay, but when you cross the 20 minutes, for 5 minutes it is a real pain. I'm not saying you torture your body and cross these 5 minutes and injure yourself, and next 10 days you don't do the practice. So, okay, if you do only 20 minutes, follow the 20 minutes for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. No, don't hurry. Don't hurry. It will take time. If your body want to take time in Padmasana, suppose to get perfection in Padmasana, your body want 5 years. Give your body 5 years. Don't worry, you not be in a very back in a queue that okay, I'm a poor guy, I cannot do Padmasana. Last 5 years I'm working, but still I cannot do 1 hour of Padmasana. Don't worry. It's your body. Grow it with the body on capacity, on way. There is a on way of growth of your body, on way of growth. Don't torture, don't rape your body. It's a common growth, it's a natural growth. Let it be natural. So just be sincere, be regular. Every day you follow it, whatever easy. As I said, sweet pain. A sweet pain is always good. So go through the sweet pain. If there is a sweet pain, okay. When there is a started acute pain, first your body alarms you. Please stop. I'm in pain. Then you remove, then come out. Do every day. Believe me, if you do every day sincerely and regularly, you will increase time. Believe me. I have hundreds of students who who made the Padmasana for 1 hour. So it is just a patience. A role of patience is here. Keep patience. है ना? Contentment, you heard the word contentment, santosh. There is a second rule in a yama and niyama. In niyama there is a rule called santosh, contentment. There are five basic rules and one rule is santosh. So thoda santosh rakho, keep that contentment. Okay, whatever you are, enjoy in this posture. You know, I usually call those students in my yoga class, those who cannot do Padmasana, those who cannot do Halasana. I always give a party to them after class. I say, well done, boys or girls. It is very good. You cannot do. Okay, those people who can do, it's okay. They cheers, they go to home, no problem, tata, bye bye. But those who cannot do, I call them for a party. Let's have a party because don't feel you are a failure. It is just your body wants some more time. Your body wants to enjoy in that situation. Let it enjoy. What to hurry in touching your head in a on your knees? And one day when you do it, when if you can do it, you get nothing. Means what I say is, means suppose today you cannot touch your forehead to the knees. Okay, you are very worried. I cannot do. I have a pinching pain. But someday when you do it, even that day also you not get the samadhi. That day also you will not get the samadhi. But the thing is that you are regular and sincerely practicing. Even you are not perfect in the posture, but you kept your patience, you kept your contentment, and even that you are trying to achieve your goals regularly, sincerely. That consistency, that regular improvement, the regular practice is more important than the perfection you get after doing the practice. You're getting me, Jyoti?
Okay, yes, Guruji.
Yeah, okay. Some more
Got
question?
the answer. Yeah. Yana, you had some
Yep.
questions?
Yep. I wanted to ask about mantra. So I didn't do TTC training with Jyoti. That's why I'm a pretty newbie in all these mantra aspects or meditation aspects. And I wanted to ask you, so in Russia, for example, our Russian yoga teachers, they are not chanting mantras at all. Why is it so crucial? Which meaning it has, because there are lots of mantras, and how to make it the most fruitful for myself.
Well, mantra are important. You can add this with the yoga, then it is well and good. Even if you not add with the yoga, it doesn't mean yoga is incomplete. You can do yoga without mantra also. Even when you do without mantra, it gives you proper stretch, proper communication, proper development, proper enlightenment. You can do all the things with the yoga without mantras also. But if you do with the mantra, then you will really get a lot more benefits, lot more things which you not used to without mantras. For example, I'm giving you some example. What mantra do actually? When you chant a mantra has some syllables. Even you don't know the meaning of these syllables, but these syllables are somehow related with your energy points. There are 52 energy points in your body, and when you chant those syllables, these syllables make a connection with those points. For example, there is a mantra called Namaha Shivaya. Very, very small one mantra. Namaha Shivaya. There is a mantra. When you chant the mantra, then you see there are some syllables with these Sanskrit terms. Forget that this is a Sanskrit. It could be any language in the world. Mantra doesn't mean only the Sanskrit term. It's all the play of the syllables. You know, there are many mantra which don't have any meaning. Which don't have any meaning. There is no any relation with the Hindi or Sanskrit, but they are just as syllables. Just for example, I give you some syllables. Ring, cling, shrink, don't have any meaning. Ang, kang, tang, tang, we use in the mantras which don't have any meaning. In the chakras also, lam, vam, ram, don't have any meaning. In Muladhar we say lam, don't have any meaning. So there are so many, these are just syllables, and when we use syllables that connect some energy point, like Namaha Shivaya, just I said, Na, Ma, Ha, Shi, E, Va, Ya. These are the, if you just break down all the syllables we use, then these syllables are somehow connecting the different energy points in a body. And when they get connected, it make a diagram. So when you connect Namaha Shivaya, it look like a, a shape like this. That, have you seen the Shiva Lingam many time in India? Have you seen the Shiva stone? Not seen any time. Anyway, it is a elliptical stone, a elliptical stone. We say lingam. It is a elliptical stone. There is no any connection with the Hinduism. It is a much scientific terminology. So what actually we do is, when we chant these syllables, we connect the energy point to create this elliptical shape. And this elliptical shape, when we create with this mantra, has an important role of some energy, some movement of energies. For example, there is electricity, right? Electricity, when you do with the board, there are uh, some movements of energy in different circuits. There are some circuits, some resistant are there, and some different. When electricity move in that circuit, the same electricity can run the fan. It's a kinetic energy. The same electricity can lighten your bulb. The same electricity make your AC, the thermostat change in a thermal energy. So means electricity is the same, but because of some circuits, it changes into another form. So energy changes into different forms. So same energy, electricity energy can change into kinetic energy, electric energy change into light energy, electrical energy can change into the thermal energy. So same energy can change into different. Just what you did is made some circuit, some special electrical circuit. What actually these points, what I'm talking, these 52 points in our body, when we make permutation and combinations of different circuits, and the energy moves in those circuits, what happens then? A different energy changes into different form. The same vital energy, the prana energy, the same energy, what, how we live, the same energy in which we move our hands, the same vital energy, the energy changes into its form, into different forms. That is the role of the mantra. Mantra is what? A circuit. Mantra is a circuit which have some points, and when you chant, there is also role of theory of induction. If you rotate the same thing in a same passage, then it generates the electricity. What is the scientific background of dynamos? How we actually create the electricity? It is the same. When one thing is moving in a same path, you are chanting same and same mantra continuously. You are chanting some syllables continuously. And when you chant mentally or verbally, then actually you are focusing those point syllables, and you are creating a path where a continuous movement is going on. And when this continuous moving is going on, then electricity creates there, electricity generates there, and then your vital energy changes into certain type of energy. And that is the role of mantra, that is the main aim of the mantra. And then that energy you use in the yoga. That's why the yogis use those energy in a practice of yoga to make themselves more advanced, make themselves more perfect. Because then, I'm saying, without mantra also you can do the same, but mantra supports you, mantra helps you, mantra can make the things more finer and more broader. It opens up for more dimensions, right? I hope you got the answer.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, nice. So today we finish our session here, and from next Sunday, I hope everyone should be here, and we start our programs according to the scheduled or the chapters I already mentioned to Falguni. Falguni, please give whole syllabus for 5 Sundays, and then we will go through those with the proper time and discipline. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Thank you
you.
Guruji.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.